Good afternoon and welcome to Ankeny Swimming. This afternoon, the Ankeny swim team takes on Newton in a swim meet held in Ankeny. Taking on Fort Dodge, excuse me. Newton was not, it was the swim meet that was postponed. I'm off, you're right. So tonight it's Fort Dodge against Ankeny. We're at the Trail Point Aquatic Center on the campus of DMAC in Ankeny. I'm David Clonkengay, and tonight, senior night ceremonies in this COVID era. The Ankeny swim team is holding their senior nights, as a lot of the different athletic teams are throughout the state, in their first events instead of their last events, just in case the season is interrupted. The good news is, of course, that so far we have not heard of any reported cases within the swim community, which is good news for Ankeny and, of course, for Fort Dodge as well. So as we look at how things are going, there was one swim meet canceled this year for Ankeny, but that was not a COVID-related issue. It was a swim pool-related issue. They had some mechanical problems with the pool here at DMAC, and it was actually a problem that had surfaced going all the way back to the time when it was constructed. And it flared up again on them with some valves and sort of things, so they had to drain the pool at the last minute, and that disrupted the swim meet that was to be held last week, and that one will be moved forward to October 1st. That's the meet with Newton. The Ankeny swim team, as we look at their schedule so far, after today's meet on Saturday, they head to Iowa City, the Mercer Park Aquatic Center, for an invitational. And then next Tuesday, we'll be back here against Marshalltown, and that game also will be streamed on CISN TV. So that is the upcoming swim schedule for the Ankeny swim team. They'll also be in action on Tuesday, September 29th, as they take on Mason City, and then the match, I say game, mean match, on Thursday, October 1st, hosting Newton, and that one also will be here at the Aquatic Center. So that is the situation as far as the schedule is concerned. It is, as I mentioned, senior night here at the Aquatic Center, and there are 7 seniors being honored tonight, and we will have that coming up, what we call halftime of the swim meet. That will be after the 50 free. We will honor the seniors and then have the diving competition as well during that intermission period. But the seniors tonight, Abby Brown will be one of the seniors honored tonight, along with Annie Walker, Eva DeMayo, Jordan Sue, Megan Meyer, Morgan Waite, and Dasha Toth will be honored as well, and she is one of our fine divers here in Ankeny. So that will be coming up here in just a little bit. It is interesting as you look out here tonight at the crowd. Only parents are allowed in most of the athletic events in the state of Iowa. And for swimming, only home parents are allowed. So none of the Fort Dodge parents can be here tonight. And it's such a sparse crowd because of that. And usually we're crammed in here like sardines for swimming here in Ankeny. So it is going to be a little bit different feel, but that's the way it's been for a lot of the athletic events this year as well. Football, the same thing. I know the Ankeny football teams, both Centennial and Ankeny High, do allow, I think, up to 200 seniors to attend those along with the parents. So at least a few of the students can attend. But here, really, it's just parents, and that's about it. I think that they had a few extra tickets for a few siblings, but that's about it. The Ankeny swim team is now coming out on the deck, and they will start. Fort Dodge will follow, and we'll have our ready for tonight's swim meet here in Ankeny. Ankeny on this young season has had a couple of meets, have won both of them, and had one diving competition at Johnston and won that as well. So 7 seniors in that group and a huge junior class at Ankeny. So next year's senior night will take a little bit longer than this year's. So let's, as they announce the teams here, we will take a break here in a moment. And when we come back, this swim meet will get started. It's Ankeny and Fort Dodge from the Trail Point Aquatic Center on CISN TV.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
And welcome back to our coverage of the Ankeny Swim Meet versus Fort Dodge on CISN TV. The swim meet will get started here shortly. The first event will be the 200-yard medley relay, the junior varsity meet, and this will be a meet with two Ankeny squads in it, and then the varsity race will follow as we get into this swim meet here tonight. Looks like everyone's about ready, and the swimmers are coming up to the block. So in the two lanes that Ankeny will be swimming in, Ankeny will be swimming in lanes 8, 7, 6, and 5. Fort Dodge will be swimming in lanes 4, 3, 2, and 1 for this event. Usually we stagger them, but in an era of COVID-19, they are keeping the teams separated as much as possible. In this junior varsity race in lane 5, it'll be Gracie Block, Bern Schneider, Audrey Wessels, and Sydney Badesky. And in lane 6, it'll be Clara Jones, Nora Clockengay, Erica Block, and Dara Cleveland. The varsity race will follow, and there will be 6 lanes competing in that varsity race. I think we're about ready to start here, but no one seems to be in any hurry, which I think is typical for swimming. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and hopefully the swim meet will be ready to start in just a moment on CISN TV.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
And welcome back to the Trail Point Aquatic Center on the campus of DMAC and Ankeny, as we get set to bring you tonight's swim meet between Ankeny and Fort Dodge. And for those of you that do not know, the Ankeny swim team is a team comprised of both swimmers from Centennial and Ankeny High, along with North Polk, as some swimmers come down from there as well. The head official is now discussing with the swimmers something. And then I believe once he gets back over there, we should be ready to start this swim meet. The Ankeny swim team is coached by Michelle Stout. Justin Crouch is her assistant. Ashley Beaumont is the head coach for the Fort Dodge Dodgers. Ankeny and Fort Dodge played a football game last Friday night out in miserable weather conditions outside. Lots of fog, rain here tonight. Very humid and hot inside the swim complex, which is a typical event. They might be having an issue with the scoreboard. Maybe that's what's going on, or with the timer blocks or something like that, because now I see people messing with cords, which means something isn't working quite right, which means we all stand around and wait. It is amazing what goes into running a swim meet when you have all the boards and all of the lanes for your electronic timers. You have plungers for the people that stand behind the blocks as a backup system in case the boards don't work, and then they have a stopwatch as well, and they use that as a third backup. So at any time we can know what a swimmer's time is, and that's why occasionally when you watch the scoreboard tonight and you might see a time, that time may not be 100% accurate. You might see a swimmer, but you could have swore they won the race, but the time shows that they didn't. Well, that's because something happened with the board. They may not have hit the board correctly, so then they'll go to a secondary backup, and you might even see the board change on you real quick, or they'll correct it later on. So sometimes the board can be inaccurate when those situations do develop. But right now they do apparently have a technical problem. They have to make sure that when the head official hits his button, that registers, and maybe that was the problem where it didn't register. And they usually do a test of that, but all the electronics, sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to. So right now I'm not sure. They may be rebooting a computer. It's hard to say right now what the situation is. So I think let's see what the head official does. I think he is also just waiting. So I think we'll take another break, and we'll come back and hopefully get the swim meet started in a moment. You're listening to the Ankeny Fort Dodge Swim Meet on CISN TV.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemaker.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades. all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And welcome back. We are ready to start the swim meet. We'll see if the electronics work or not, but the swimmers are in. This is the 200-yard medley relay junior varsity event. Both lanes are Ankeny swimmers for this junior varsity event, and they are off. It's Block in lane 5, the furthest away, and near us in lane 6 is Clara Jones, both swimming the backstroke. So Block and Jones right now running pretty even. This is a very deep Ankeny team. A lot of these junior varsity swimmers could be swimming varsity in many teams throughout the state. Getting ready to go in is Schneider in lane 5, the furthest away, and Clockengay in lane 4. So Schneider has a little bit of a lead thanks to Block. Schneider and Clockengay in the pool now. They are swimming the breaststroke. Looks like Schneider has a little bit of a lead on Clockengay, but she might be starting to catch her a little bit, making this a little bit more competitive. They're going to be pretty close as the next set of swimmers go in. And they go in, and it's almost even now. So swimming is Audrey Wessels in lane 5, and in lane 6 is Erica Block. So Gracie and Erica Block swimming in different teams tonight. And boy, they are neck and neck. Wessels in the far lane. Erica Block in the near lane. And now it looks like Block might be edging her just ever so slightly, but they are basically even. Medeski and Cleveland getting set to go in. They're going to go in about the same time. It looks like Medeski has her by just a little bit. So Medeski in the far lane, Derek Cleveland in the near lane in this junior varsity race. And on the turn, it is Medeski with the sight lead over Derek Cleveland. Cleveland does good on the freestyles, and boy, it's going to be close. We're going to have to look at the board on this one. And by an eyelash, it is lane 5, Sydney Medeski with the win over Derek Cleveland. And now the varsity race, event 2, 200-yard medley relay. In lane 2, the farthest lane over, Fort Dodge, it is Shin, Miller, Sathoff, and Berger. Or Sadoff and Berger. In lane 3, Anderson, Elizondo, Moody, and Adams. And in lane 4, Fierk, Wildridge, Steinkamp, and Hartley. Lane 5 for Ankeny, Abby Brown, Erica Peters, Madison Carlton, and Mariah Parton. Lane 6, Henning, Brown, Walker. That's Caroline Walker and Jordan Sue. And in lane 7, Annie Walker, Megan Meyer, Eva DeMeo, and Morgan Waite. So in that last lane, in lane 7, nearest us, those are 4 seniors who will be honored later tonight. And some seniors in lane 6 as well. This is your varsity race, the 200-yard medley. So they will be scoring this one for the varsity competition. The official stopped them from getting in the pool. Hopefully they got everything worked out with their electronics now. It appeared everything was working okay on that first race, so that's a good sign. But now another delay. Unless the electronics didn't advance to the second meet, I'm not sure, or second race, second heat. So we'll wait for the delay. Okay, it looks like we might be ready. At least the official grabbed his starter. Here we go. So Ankeny in the near lanes, Fort Dodge in the far lanes. And this varsity event. 3 teams for each school. And they are off. The backstroke in this 200-yard medley relay. And it looks like Ankeny Alexis Henning in lane 6 has jumped out to an early lead. Henning off the turn does have a lead. And then Abby Brown in lane 5 for Ankeny is pretty close to even with Eileen Furk of Fort Dodge. So lane 7 with the early lead here for Ankeny. And now we have in the water Erica Peters swimming in lane 5. We have Katie Brown in lane 6. We have Megan Meyer in lane 7 for Ankeny. For Fort Dodge over in lane 2, Hope Miller. We have Mariah Elizondo in lane 3 and Reagan Woolridge in lane 4 swimming this breaststroke event. Right now Ankeny's in first and second and maybe third as well, as they're now jumping in for their third swimmers, the butterfly. In lane 7, Eva DeMeo. In lane 6, Caroline Walker. In lane 5, Madison Carlton swimming the butterfly. For Fort Dodge in lane 4, Riley Steinkamp. In lane 3, Rachel Moody. And in lane 2, Dylan Sadoff. So right now, Ankeny with the lead in lane 5 as we go to the freestyle events. Mariah Parton in lane 5, Jordan Sue in lane 6, Morgan Waite in lane 7 for Ankeny. The Fort Dodge swimmers starting to come around now with their butterfly. The freestyle for Fort Dodge in lane 4 will be Grace Hartley. In lane 3, Jalen Adams. And in lane 2, Isabel Berger. So in first place was the Relay A team for Ankeny in lane 5. Ankeny gets second place with the Relay B team in lane 6. And third place, Relay C for Ankeny. Fort Dodge finishing up their competition. Their Relay A team did get fourth place. And it looks like their B team got second and their C team will get third when they finish this race. So the swim meet underway here in Ankeny. The Ankeny swimmers taking the first 3 spots in that varsity race. Coming up next will be the 200-yard freestyle junior varsity competition, as this race comes to a conclusion. So in the junior varsity competition, we'll have 5 swimmers. In lane 2, from Fort Dodge, will be Tristan Doster. In lane 3, Maddie Polis. And in lane 4, Becca Kenville. Lane 5 for Ankeny will be Dana Cleveland. And in lane 6 will be Cassidy Jensen. To keep total separation, the swimmers for Fort Dodge now swim to the other end, so we don't have swimmers getting closer to the 2 teams can keep separation, and now we're ready to begin this junior varsity race.
Lane 4, Rebecca Hinville, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Anna Cleveland, Ankeny. Lane 6, Cassidy Jennison, Ankeny. Lane 7, Rachel Schroeder, Ankeny.
We have one swimmer adjusting their starting block. Once that is done, the official will call them to the blocks. I've never adjusted one of those things, but what I have learned is it seems like they're different every swim meet you go to, so sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Okay, I think we're ready. And here we go. So again, this is the 200 freestyle junior varsity. Doster in 2, Pulis in 3, Kenville in 4 for Fort Dodge, Cleveland and Jensen in lanes 5 and 6 for Ankeny, and they are off. So this will be 8 total touches to get your 200 yards in. And right now it looks like it's pretty close between Kenville from Fort Dodge and Dana Cleveland from Ankeny. Now Cassidy Jensen from Ankeny is pulled out in front of those two, and she is the early leader on the first set of turns, the first 50 in the books. I see. As they go to the next set, it looks like it is Jensen in lane 6 and Kenville in lane 4, your two leaders. They're pretty close to each other. You got a group of 3 right now. They're battling it out in this junior varsity race. This is nearing the halfway point of the competition. And Jensen will have the early lead. Kenville second, Cleveland in third. In fourth, it looks like that's Pulis. And actually, 1, 2, 3. I'm off a little bit because my score sheet missed a swimmer. So, folks, I have to stand corrected. Rachel Schroeder is in lane 7 for Ankeny. They have completely changed my last sheet. So Schroeder is leading in lane 7. Jensen is in lane 6 for Ankeny. Cleveland in lane 5. And Kenville in lane 4 for Fort Dodge. So the 3 Ankeny swimmers are leading this competition right now, with Kenville in 4th place. Schroeder missed my list, and I apologize for that, but she is now leading this, a junior swimmer. As we come to the conclusion of this race. So Schroeder in 1st place. Cleveland in 2nd. Jensen comes in 3rd. Schroeder's time 2:15.77. Now Kenville finishes for Fort Dodge. Coming up now, Pulis and Doster. A junior varsity race really can be anyone from a freshman to a senior. So you'll see a lot of variety in times because of that, with some younger swimmers sometimes swimming against much older swimmers. And now the varsity competition. Hopefully my list is correct on this one. This will be event 4, the 200-yard freestyle varsity. And my sheet should be correct because you can only have 6 varsity swimmers, 3 from each team. So in lane 2, we'll have Isabel Berger from Fort Dodge. In lane 3, Jalen Adams. And in lane 4, Eileen Fierk. For Ankeny, in lane 5, Madison Carlton. In lane 6, Josie Parton. And in lane 7, it'll be Sydney Medeski.
Then number 4, the varsity 200-yard freestyle. Lane 2, Isabel Berger, Fort Dodge. Lane 3, Jalen Adams, Fort Dodge. Lane 4, Eileen Fierke, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Madison Carlton, Ankeny. Lane 6, Josie Parton, Ankeny. Lane 7, Sydney Medeski, Ankeny.
I have announced the swimmers. We should be ready to go for this varsity race. And up on the blocks they go. Berger, Adams, and Fierk in lanes 2, 3, and 4. Carlton, Parton, and Bedeski in lanes 5, 6, and 7. The near lanes to your camera. And off they go. So far, pretty even between the 4 swimmers nearest us. I would say Fierk might have a slight lead right now from Fort Dodge on Carlton for Ankeny. As they come to the first 50, it is Fierk with the lead. With a time of 28:15, a pretty good split in a 200. Carlton in 2nd. Parton in 3rd, Medeski in 4th. Adams 5th, and Berger in 6th. As they come back up, this will be the halfway point of this 200. Now Carlton starting to push Fierk. And they're almost even. In fact, within a couple hundredths of a second. Carlton is a good finisher. Let's see what she does here in the second part of this race. Carlton and Fierk really tight right now. Fierk in lane 4, furthest away. Carlton in lane 5. This is quite the battle. Parton is in third right now. We'll see how they touch. So right now Carlton with the lead, but only by 2/100ths of a second, virtually a tie. So this will be the last touch before the conclusion of the race. Fierk and Carlton, who will win it? Right now I'd say Fierk has the edge. And it will be Fierk from Fort Dodge with the win. Carlton gets second. Parton comes in third. Medeski in fourth. Fierk's winning time, 1 minute 59.62. State qualifying time, 1:57.16, but you'll see a lot more of those times as we get further into the season as well. Your better swim times come more toward the end sometimes than at the beginning of a swim season. So that will conclude the race. Adams in 5th, Berger in 6th. Coming up next will be the 200-yard IM junior varsity. And will be one heat of that, and then the varsity competition as well. These swimmers will, I believe, yeah, they're swimming to the other end now to get out of the pool. So in event 5, Maddie Major in lane 3 from Fort Dodge.
Clara Jones, Ankeny. Lane 6, Riley Loeffler, Ankeny. Lane 7, Bryn Schneider, Ankeny.
So in case you didn't hear the PA announcer, Maddie Major in lane 3 from Fort Dodge, Clara Jones in lane 5 for Ankeny, Riley Loeffler in lane 6, and Bryn Schneider in lane 7, the final 3 swimmers from Ankeny. This is the 200-yard IM, so you'll see all 4 strokes in this race. And they are off.
Results of the varsity 200-yard freestyle.
Starting with the butterfly.
Fort Dodge, 239.66. Fourth place, Jalen Adams, Fort Dodge.
Looks like Riley Loeffler, the junior swimmer in the early lead in this event.
209.64. Second place, Madison Carlton, Ankeny, 159.
Jones and Schneider are battling for second right now.
Fort Dodge, 159.62.
Now they'll switch, and the next 50 will be backstroke. Schneider had a little problem getting adjusted in the backstroke. She is maintaining second place. Loeffler in first. Maddie Major from Fort Dodge getting ready to change over to the backstroke. Loeffler coming up with the touch, and she'll flip over and start her breaststroke now. Second place Schneider, Jones in third. This is the third leg of the competition. Riley Loeffler maintaining a good lead here. Bryn Schneider in second. Clara Jones in third. And they're pretty close. Maddie Major of Fort Dodge now switching over as she is touched. She'll start her breaststroke. Riley Leffler is starting her freestyle. Schneider coming up in second, getting ready to switch over. And now Clara Jones as well. So as I said earlier, in these junior varsity competitions, you'll see a variety of different swimmers. Leffler winning this competition. As she touches. We'll get her time here in a second. Battle for seconds, very close right now. Schneider in lane 7. Clara Jones in lane 5. And Jones showing some good freestyle. She may overtake her. And does. She will get second with a good finishing leg on the freestyle for Clara Jones. Time of 34:54 in that split. Leffler won the competition, 2:26.67. Now Maddie Major will finish up the race from Fort Dodge as she starts her freestyle. The varsity race will be next. Then we'll have the 50. And there will be four heats of the 50. And then we will break for the diving competition. And the diving competition, I believe Fort Dodge does not have diving, so you will see 5 Ankeny divers in that competition, 3 for varsity and 2 for junior varsity. So Major finishing up her leg of this IM. Those swimmers will now casually swim to the other end, and then we will get to the varsity competition. In the varsity race, Lillian Shin from Fort Dodge will be in the far lane, lane 2. Maria Elizondo in lane 3. Riley Steinkamp in lane 4 from Fort Dodge. For Ankeny, Rachel Rollo in lane 5. Annie Walker will be in lane 6. And Abby Brown in lane 7. Walker and Brown, seniors that will be honored after the diving competition tonight. And we'll carry that for you as well here on CISN TV.
Lillian Shin, Fort Dodge. Lane 3, Maria Elizondo, Fort Dodge. Lane 4, Riley Steinkamp, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Rachel Rollo, Ankeny. Lane 6, Annie Walker, Ankeny. Lane 7, Abby Brown, Ankeny.
So Shin, Elizondo, and Steinkamp in lanes 2, 3, and 4 from Fort Dodge. Rollo, Annie Walker, and Abby Brown in lanes 5, 6, and 7. This is the 200-yard IM. They are off. The butterfly portion of this event. Looks like Rollo has taken an early lead. Rachel, a sophomore for Ankeny. A battle for second with 3 other swimmers right now. But Rollo will turn over with the lead. Rollo in first, Annie Walker in second, Abby Brown in third, and Riley Steinkamp of Fort Dodge in fourth. Now it's showing some separation for second place for Ankeny is Abby Brown. Rollo in the lead as she has already turned. So it'll be Rollo first, Brown is in second, and now Annie Walker in third. Rollo turns over. She will start her breaststroke. In second, Brown, Annie Walker in third. We have 2 Fort Dodge swimmers now competing for 5th and 6th. They're neck and neck. 4th place is Steinkamp. And then Elizondo and Shin are just basically dead even. They're battling it out over there in the far side of the pool. Meanwhile, Rollo's coming up already, and she has a big lead in this competition. And she is one of the good young swimmers for Ankeny. Had some really good swims as a freshman on a senior-dominated team last year. She comes to her freestyle. And now Annie Walker has taken Brown in that breaststroke. Annie's always been a good breaststroker. And so is Brown, though. Now it looks like Brown might have a slight edge, but they're really close. Rolo's already turned, coming home. Brown is now back in the lead. Rolo finishes the event. Brown's gonna probably come in second. It's close. Yes, Brown in second, Walker in third. Steinkamp now in fourth. And in the far lanes, Elizondo is now taking a lead over Shin. They were neck and neck earlier in the competition. 2:15.65 the winning time for Rachel Rolo. She'll want to work on that. She wants to get to 2:13.53 to qualify for state. There's our final two swimmers finishing it up for Elizondo and then Shin. So coming up next, we have the 50-yard freestyle. That's just down and back. There will be 3 heats of the junior varsity competition and then the 1 heat for the varsity competition. So starting off in the first heat, 3 Fort Dodge swimmers in the far lanes, Emma Winter in lane 2, Hope Miller in lane 3, Dylan Sadoff in lane 4. For Ankeny in lane 5, Lily Garcia. In lane 6, Abby Stevenson. In lane 7, Claire Burklander. And in lane 8, Maddie Harris.
Varsity 50-yard freestyle. Heat number 1. Lane 2, Emma Winter, Fort Dodge. Lane 3, Hope Miller, Fort Dodge. Lane 4, Dylan Sadoff, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Lily Garcia, Ankeny. Lane 6, Abby Stevenson, Ankeny. Lane 7, Claire Booklander, Ankeny. Lane 8, Maddie Harris, Ankeny.
And we are ready. Winter in lane 2, Miller in lane 3, Sadoff in 4 for Fort Dodge. For Ankeny, Garcia in 5, Stevenson 6, Burklander in lane 7, and Harris in lane 8. Down and back. This will be quick.
Results of the varsity 200-yard individual medley. 5th place, Maria Elizondo.
So 3 heats of the junior varsity.
302.33. 4th place,
Looks like in the near lane, Maddie Harris is our early leader. Harris does have a lead in the nearest lane for Ankeny. She is having a good swim. Looks like Garcia will come in second. Good time at 30.18. Garcia in second. Burklander in third. Stevenson, I believe, was in fourth. Yes. Sadoff comes in fifth. Miller in sixth. And Winter in seventh. So in this second heat, there will be 3 swimmers. In lane 5 will be Erica Block. In lane 6, Clara Jones. And in lane 7, Nora Clockengay. And this will be pretty competitive. These 3 should be pretty close to each other.
Heat number 2, junior varsity 50-yard freestyle. Lane 5, Erica Block, Ankeny.
So the time to beat is 30.18 in the junior varsity competition. Block in lane 5. That's Erica Block. Jones in 6. Clockengay in 7. And they are off. And as I expected, all 3 pretty much bunched together. Clockengay with the early lead on the turn. Like Jones might be in second. Block right with her. Clockengay will finish this in a time of 28:06. Jones got second, 29.46, and Block third with 29.87. So now we have the third and final heat of the junior varsity competition. Eva DeMeo, a senior in lane 5. Jordan Sue, another senior in lane 6. Megan Meyer, a senior in lane 7. And Sydney Masta, junior in lane 8.
Heat number 3, junior varsity 50-yard freestyle. Lane 5, Eva DeMeo, Ankeny. Lane 6, Jordan Sue, Ankeny. Lane 7, Megan Meyer, Ankeny.
You'll see probably some faster times from these swimmers. DeMeo in 5, Sue in 6, Meyer in 7, Mast in 8. And the final heat of the 50 free junior varsity. And it is too close to call. It's like Jordan Sue with a first off the turn, but it is close. Sue might have just a little bit of a lead over DeMeo, but now DeMeo is coming close. It's going to be tight. And Sue wins it 27-20. DeMeo in second, 27-34. Megan Meyer third, 27.90. Mass gets a time of 29.30. So now the 50 free for the varsity. Reagan Woolridge will be in lane 2. Riley Binder in lane 3. Grace Hartley in lane 4 for Fort Dodge. Alexis Henning, in lane 5 for Ankeny. Morgan Waite in lane 6. And Caroline Walker in lane 7.
Lane 5, Alexis Henning, Ankeny. Lane 6, Morgan Waite, Ankeny. Lane 7, Caroline Walker, Ankeny.
So Woolridge, Binder, and Hartley in lanes 2, 3, and 4 from Fort Dodge. For Ankeny in lanes 5 through 7, Henning, Waite, and Walker will be swimming nearest your screen. So they are off. This race probably favors Henning a little bit. We'll see how it ends up. First off the turn is Henning. It doesn't take long to swim to 50 free. Henning is in the lead. It looks like Hartley from Fort Dodge might be in second. Henning wins the race. Hartley gets second. Caroline Walker in third, Morgan Waite in fourth, and Riley Binder in fifth. The winning time, 25:41. State time in this race, 24:84. So now what they will do is they will take a little time here, and they will reset the pool for diving. They will move the flags. They will bring the diving board down. The divers will warm up, and then the divers will have their competition. After that, we will have senior ceremonies, and then the teams will re-warm up and conclude the swim meet. So they will lower the diving board down. That's up in the air for competition, for swimming competition, but now they will use it to warm up once they get the flags out of the way, because you got to get that out of the way first, or you might actually plow into it. So Ankeny winning this meet so far. I don't think they're showing the score. A lot of times they don't, but it's been a good competitive race for both schools. So we will take a break and then come back and have the diving competition here in about a few minutes from now once they get warmed up. So more coming up in a moment on CISN TV.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Godfather's Pizza's Autumn Feast. A medium specialty pizza, a medium pepperoni pizza, and my new caramel apple streusel with Twix candy pieces. Get yours today.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Save thousands now at Shattenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Shattenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to Trail Point Aquatic Center at the campus of DMAC in Ankeny for tonight's swim meet between Ankeny and Fort Dodge. I'm David Clockengay, and we're at what we call the halfway point of a swim meet, the diving competition. We'll have 5 divers tonight. I don't know which order they're in, so we'll just have to listen and watch as they come up. 2 of the divers, Lydia Bollert and Ava Tomlinson, will be basically competing in the junior varsity competition, while for the varsity, Erica Peters, Dasha Toth, and Hannah Kohlers for the varsity. Fort Dodge does not dive. They do not have a diving board in their pool, and this happens a lot in swim meets. So all 5 will be from Ankeny. I do not know what they're diving either, so hopefully we can pick that up from the public address announcer. I did not get that information. But Lydia Bollert is diving first. There it is on the scoreboard. You probably can see it on your screens now, the 401 inward dive. A degree of difficulty of 1.5. And Bullard's first dive is in.
Next on the board, Erica Peters.
And now Erica Peters will be next. The head official will score these along with the two coaches.
6.
One from each school.
Next on the board,
26.25 her score.
inward dive in the pipe position, 1.5 degree of difficulty.
Nice simple dive for Erica Peters. Erica and Toth, two of the better divers you'll find. They're both very good.
Next on the board, Dasha Toth. Dive number 1.
So her combined score 32.25.
1.5 degree of difficulty.
Taking the scores, multiply it by the degree of difficulty, and that gives you your score. Here's Dasha. Very similar dive to what Erica did, and I'm sure you're going to see a similar score.
7.5, 8.
Two 7.5s and an 8 with the degree of difficulty. We'll see what she gets. Looks like 32.25. Nope, 34.50, so she actually's taken the lead on Erica. Hannah Kohlers is next.
7.
She got really good scores as well, 3 7s.
Next on the board, dive number 2, Lydia Bullard.
So her score 34.50
402C inward somersault.
when you add in the degree of difficulty.
6 degree of difficulty.
And we're back to Bullard. Which means Tomlinson is not here.
Six and a half, 6.
6, 6.5, and 6.
Next on the board, dive number 2, Erica Peters.
She got 32.25 on that score.
Over 2.5 somersault. The tech position, 2.4 degrees of difficulty.
So now Erica Peters, the junior. She got up in the air.
7, 6, 7.
7, 6, and 7 for Erica. And with a degree of difficulty of 2.4, gives her a score of 34.50. And now Dasha is up. That looked like a pretty good dive.
7, 6.5, 7.
And 7, 6.5, and 7 for Dasha.
Hannah Kohlers. Dive 403C, inward 1.5 somersault. Tuck position, 2.2 degree of difficulty.
Here's Hannah Kohlers. Six, 5.5, and 6 for her.
Next on the board, dive number 3, Lydia Bullard.
38.50 is what they give her for a score. Now Lydia Bullard.
1.7 degree difficulty.
202 back somersault. Degree of difficulty 1.7. Six, 5, and 6.5 for her. Score of 29.75. Erica Peters now. Some of these divers practice a lot to be able to do this. It's quite a skill set. Scores vary there from 6.5, a 5, and a 7. Dive score of 42.55. Now Dasha Toth. Very similar to Erica's dive. Might have entered the water a little better. We'll see what their scores are. 2 6s and a 6.5. Score of 37. Hannah Kohler is up now. Six and a half, and 7 for Hannah. Giving her a score of 34 on that dive. Lydia Bullard is next. Five, 6.5, and 6. Score of 29.75. Here's Erica Peters. A degree of difficulty of 2.2. When you're getting up over 2, they're usually a little harder. Six and a half, 7, and 6.5 from the judges, giving her a dive score of 44, which is a pretty good score. So Dasha's dive with a degree of difficulty of 2.1. 3 6.5s on that dive. So she'll be in second place with that dive with a score of that dive of 40.95. Seven, 6.5 for Hannah Kohlers. Excuse me, 6.5, 7.5, 7. So that was a good score for her. And now Lydia Bullard from Ankeny. 302 reverse somersault. Seven, 6.5, and 6. So here's Erica Peters, currently leading the competition. This might be her hardest dive so far. Degree of difficulty of 2.3. And I don't think she hurt herself on that dive. 2 6s and a 7, which gives her a dive score of 43.70. So Erica's leading with a score of 210.50. Here's Dasha. She has a hard dive here with a degree of difficulty of 2.2. see what the 3 judges score that dive.
6, 5.5, 5.5 on the board.
A 6 and 2 5.5s. Giving her a score of 37.40. So here's Hannah Kohlers. Hannah's got a hard dive here with a degree of difficulty of 2. Five and a half, 6 and 6. Score of 35, and that puts her in 3rd place behind Dasha. And now Lydia Bollert.
Forward somersault, straight position 1.6.
Lydia's somersault in the water, degree of difficulty of 1.6.
6.5.
2 6s and a 6.5. And that gives her a dive score of 29.60. And now Erica Peters.
Peters dive 52.33D. Back 1.5 somersault, 1.5 twist. Free position 2.5.
All that means it's a really hard dive, folks. 2.5 degree of difficulty. Erica can cement her lead with a good dive here. I don't know a lot about diving. I think her legs came apart a little bit. They may dock her for that. We'll see, though.
5, 6.
2 5s and a 6. It'll still score well because of the degree of difficulty, and she got a 40 on that. And this also a pretty hard dive for Dasha coming up. Dasha may narrow the gap a little bit with that dive.
6.5, 7.
2 6.5s and a 7. And now the final diver of the competition. She needs to get to 240, so it's going to be hard to come in 3rd. So Erica will finish in 1st, Dasha in 2nd, Hannah Kohlers in 3rd in the varsity competition. This is also a hard dive with a degree of difficulty of 2.3.
6.5, 5, 6.
6.5, 5, and 6. Giving her a score of 40.25 on that dive. So that will conclude the diving portion. And what we will do now is we'll take a break in a moment. And when we come back, the seniors will be honored in Ankeny, doing senior night ceremonies on this first home swim meet of the season. Just in case something happens later in the season, the seniors can be honored. There are 7 of them, and we will bring you that ceremony coming up. And then following that, the swimmers will get back in the water and warm up, and then we will finish tonight's swim meet. It is Ankeny versus Fort Dodge tonight here in Ankeny on our high school swimming competition. So let's take a break. We'll come back with our senior ceremonies in a moment on CISN TV.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemakers.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. Without question, the COVID-19 pandemic created many disruptive changes in our lives. Some of us got sick, jobs and income were compromised, it was difficult to even spend time with family and friends. But one thing hasn't changed, and that's Westside Auto Pro's commitment to quality service, and that will never change. We're here to make sure you get maximum performance and reliability from your vehicle. So as we all move forward, keep Westside Auto Pros in mind. You've been through enough. We'll make sure your car is the least of your worries.
Godfather's Pizza's Autumn Feast. A medium specialty pizza, a medium pepperoni pizza, and my new caramel apple streusel with Twix candy pieces. Get yours today.
At Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Recognize our senior swimmers and divers. Their hard work and dedication to the Ankeny swim and dive.
And welcome back to our swim meet between Ankeny and Fort Dodge. It's time for our senior night ceremonies. We're going to try to pick it up from the public address announcer and honor the 7 seniors tonight. So we will turn it over to him now and enjoy tonight's senior night ceremonies.
Throughout these years, we appreciate these young people's efforts. Throughout the past 4 years, we wish them well in all their future endeavors. Now, please welcome the senior swimmers, divers, and their parents. Now let's meet Katie Brown. Katie is the daughter of Susan and Brian Brown. Katie plans to attend Iowa State University. Katie Brown. Now let's meet Eva DeMayo. Eva is the daughter of Laura Myers and Daniel DeMayo. Eva plans to attend Tulane University or Boston College to major in international development in Spanish. Eva DeMayo. Now let's meet Megan Meyer. Megan is the daughter of Valerie Visa and Mark Meyer. Megan plans to attend college and major in economics and finance before attending law school. Megan Meyer. Now let's meet Jordan Su. Jordan is the daughter of Shuli Liu and Wei Su. Jordan plans to attend college and major in pre-med. Jordan Su. Now let's meet Dasha attend college and continue to dive and major in sports psychology, Dasha Toth. Alex B. Morgan Waite. Morgan is the daughter of Linda and Curtis Waite. Morgan plans to attend Iowa State University. Morgan Waite. And now let's meet Annie Walker. Annie is the daughter of Kevin and Adrienne Walker. Annie plans to attend Varsity College of Health Sciences to earn a degree in radiologic technology. Annie Walker. Congratulations to our seniors and their families, and best wishes in your senior season of swimming and diving. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and give all of our seniors and their parents a round of applause.
And that is our senior night ceremonies here in Ankeny. So our seniors once again for Ankeny: Dasha Toth, the diver; Morgan Waite; Megan Meyer; Jordan Sue; Eva DeMeo; Annie Walker; and Brown, our senior tonight. So they have been honored, and we will have a break now. They're going to warm up, and then we will come back with the second half of the swim meet here tonight, as Ankeny and Fort Dodge will conclude the swim meet after about a 5 to 10 minute break, as the swimmers will eventually get back in. But I got a feeling that might take a couple of minutes as the seniors pose for some pictures first of all, and I'm sure you've probably seen a few of those as well right now. So we'll just kind of enjoy them for a moment before we take our break and let the seniors have their moment here. 7 seniors honored tonight in Ankeny, and some pretty good swimmers there as well, and a pretty good diver. And in a sign of the times, a picture with the mask on. And now a picture with the mask off. Got to do one of each. Really wonder what people will think 50 or 60 years from now when they see all these masks. So with that, we will take a break, let the swimmers get back in the pool and warm up a little bit, and we'll be back with more on CISN TV in just a few moments.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why Schottenkirk Ford? Our core values: hard work, trust, character, integrity, honesty, and respect. During Schottenkirk Ford's fall savings event, get up to $12,500 off 2020 F-150 XLT. No goofy rebates. Everyone qualifies. Up to $12,000 off 2020 Expedition XLT. New 2020 EcoSport 4-wheel drive starting at $18,990. Our certified used vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Hurry in. Schottenkirk Ford, Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Godfather's Pizza's Autumn Feast. A medium specialty pizza, a medium pepperoni pizza, and my new caramel apple streusel with Twix candy pieces. Get yours today.
And welcome back to our Ankeny Fort Dodge swim meet on CISN TV as we get set to bring you the conclusion of the meet. I first of all want to apologize to Katie Brown. I called her Abby Brown. Abby is her younger sister, and Katie was the senior honored tonight. I don't know how I did that, but I did. I've seen those kids for years, but I mixed them up tonight. This, as we get back into the swing of things, is the 100-yard butterfly junior varsity competition. Maddie Major from Fort Dodge will be in lane 3. Eva DeMayo in lane 5 from Ankeny. Audrey Wessels in lane 6. Gracie Block in lane 7. And Erica Block in lane 8. And off we go with the 100-yard junior varsity butterfly. The battle between the blocks should be interesting. Right now we've got 4 swimmers from Ankeny pretty much neck and neck. Coming up the turn, it looks like Eva DeMayo now with a slight lead. Audrey Wessels right with her, though. And those two are close as they've had a little bit of separation. As we look up at the board, it's close, but DeMayo with about 3/100ths of a lead, or 3/10 of a lead, I should say, 3/10 of a second. So DeMayo in the far lane on your camera right now. Wessels in second. We got Erica Block, the older of the 2 Block sisters, in third. Gracie Block in fourth, and Maddie Major of Fort Dodge in fifth. And this will be the end of the 100 as they come up. It looks like it will be DeMayo winning this race. So DeMayo in first, Wessels in second, the junior, Block a junior in third, and then Gracie Block coming in fourth. In the pool, Maddie Major from Fort Dodge. And then the varsity race will follow here in a moment. We're at the Troil Point Aquatic Center, the campus of DMAC in Ankeny, home of the Ankeny swim team, the combined team between Centennial, Ankeny High, and North Polk. So certainly some advantages for Ankeny, drawing from a pretty large group of people to form this swim team. It's the only 2 sports in Ankeny that are combined, both the boys and the girls swim teams. Everything else is separated between Centennial and Ankeny High. Now the swimmers will swim to the other end to avoid contact. And then the varsity race will follow. The 100-yard varsity has Maria Elizondo in lane 2 from Fort Dodge. Rachel Moody in lane 3. Grace Hartley in lane 4, all from Fort Dodge. In lane 5, Mariah Parton of Ankeny. Caroline Walker will be in lane 6. And Jordan Sue will be in lane 7. So the Fort Dodge swimmers on the far end of the pool, the Ankeny swimmers on the near end of the pool. This is the 100-yard butterfly. The swimmers are out of the pool now, and we should be set. Except I don't see the official. The official's on the far end of the pool, so I think we're going to take a minute here before we get this started. Oh, I think we must have had a little. I don't know what. No, I don't know what happened down there, but for some reason he went down to the far end. I don't know if maybe the board isn't right. They all look like the swimmers that I recognize, but they're certainly looking at something. And in any case, here we go. So this is event 12, the 100-yard butterfly.
Lane number 2, Maria Elizondo, Fort Dodge. Lane 3, Rachel Moody, Fort Dodge. Lane 4, Grace Hartley, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Mariah Parton, Ankeny. Lane 6, Caroline Walker, Ankeny. Lane 7, Jordan Sue, Ankeny.
So once again, Elizondo in lane 2, Moody in 3, Hartley in 4, Parton in 5, Caroline Walker in 6, Sue in 7. This is the 100 butterfly. Wow, Jordan Sue got a great start there. And as we come on the first turn, it looks like Caroline Walker might have a slight edge. Yeah, Walker's in first. I would say probably in second is Hartley from Fort Dodge and Parton in third. And they're all pretty close. Sue a little bit further back in fourth. And then Moody and Elizondo from there. But right now, this is a race between Caroline Walker of Ankeny and Grace Hartley of Fort Dodge. In fact, Hartley may have just taken the lead. She has. And this is the final stretch. It is Hartley and Parton. No, Hartley and Walker. Now Walker might, but it is close. We'll have to look at the board, and the winner is Hartley. Walker comes in second, Parton in third. And actually Parton and Sue, according to the electronic scoring, have tied for third at 107.64. That is hard to do. Coming in fifth, Rachel Moody of Fort Dodge, and Maria Elizondo will wrap up the event. Next will be event 13, the 100-yard freestyle. There will be 2 heats in the junior varsity competition. Emma Winter will be in lane 4, Cassidy Jensen in lane 5, Claire Brooklander in lane 6, Maddie Harrison 7, and Lily Garcia will be in lane 8. So we're getting ready for the 100-yard freestyle. Again, 2 heats.
Lane 4, Emma Winter, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Cassie Jennison, Ankeny. Lane 6, Claire Brooklander, Ankeny. Lane 7, Maddie Harris, Ankeny. Lane 8, Lily Garcia, Ankeny.
Okay, so we have Winter in 4, although I don't see her. I think she's scratching. Jensen in lane 5 for Ankeny. Berklander in lane 6, Harrison 7, Garcia in 8. And they are off. This is heat 1 of the 100-yard junior varsity freestyle. 4 Ankeny swimmers. And off to the lead is Cassidy Jensen. She is in that far lane in lane 5. It's like Maddie Harrison second. Garcia in third. Down and back twice. Cassidy Jensen with a good swim so far. She touches. Time of 29.68. That's pretty good for a junior varsity split. So Jensen in lane 5. We've got Harris in lane 7. In lane 8, Garcia. In lane 6, Berklander. And they're coming home. Jensen will win the race. Harris will be in second. And now, boy, it's really tightened up for third. Good second leg for Berklander. In fact, she may have passed Garcia, and she has. Good finish. She's got to be proud of that finish. Winning time 102.55. Now we will have a second heat here, I believe. They probably could have combined those, but maybe they couldn't get it done quick enough. Let's see what they do here. Although I see varsity swimmers, so maybe they are not swimming that second heat. Let's wait and see what they do. We might be going right to the varsity race.
Next to the pool, heat number 2, the junior varsity 100-yard
No.
freestyle. Lane 3, Tristan Doster.
So we got Tristan Doster in lane 3 and Riley Bender in lane 4. Both are Fort Dodge swimmers. But I don't see either one of them right now. I think we're going to be scratching this. I think they have to work that out, but for whatever reason, I do not see the Fort Dodge swimmers. I think they'll scratch that one out of the computer system and then get to the varsity race. So let's see what they end up doing, but I think that's what's going to happen here. The varsity race, we'll have Becca Kenville in lane 2, Reagan Woolridge in lane 3, and Riley Steinkamp in lane 4 from Fort Dodge. For Ankeny, we've got Madison Carlton in lane 5, Josie Parton in lane 6, Katie Brown in lane 7, and they've got Dana Cleveland listed in lane 8. And although she is swimming in the race, her score will not count toward the varsity swim. You can only have 3 varsity swimmers in a varsity race. So the official is going to come over now and maybe discuss where the swimmers are. I think it's just going to make sure all the varsity swimmers are lined up. Oh, okay, so that's what it was. The Ankeny varsity swimmers thought it was their turn, and it wasn't. That's what was confusing things. We will have the junior varsity race. We will have Tristan Doster in lane 3 and Riley Binder in lane 4. And some eager young swimmers out there for Ankeny, I think. So here we go. This is the second heat of the junior varsity race. So Doster in 3, Binder in 4. So Binder has the early lead. They come around. It is Binder in lane 4 with the lead. Tristan Doster in lane 3, both Fort Dodge swimmers. They're halfway done with the race now. Split for Binder of 31.70. Split for Doster at 35.28. We have the 100-yard varsity race to follow, and then the 500. The 500, you have to pay attention to the boards in the back to know who's winning, because it can get confusing. This race wraps up. Binder will win it against her teammate Doster. They will swim to the other end, and then we can get back to the varsity race. 107.46 the winning time. So we'll recap and go to the 100-yard varsity freestyle again. In lane 2, Becca Kenville. In lane 3, Reagan Woolridge. In lane 4, Riley Steinkamp, all from Fort Dodge. In lane 5, Madison Carlton of Ankeny. Josie Parton in lane 6. Katie Brown in lane 7. And Dana Cleveland in lane 8.
Varsity 100-yard freestyle. Lane 2, Becca Kenville, Fort Dodge. Lane 3, Reagan Woolridge, Fort Dodge. Lane 4, Riley Steinkamp, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Madison Carlton, Ankeny. Lane 6, Josie Parton, Ankeny. Lane 7, Katie Brown, Ankeny. Lane 8, Dana Cleveland, Ankeny.
Scoreboard is accurate, and we are ready for the varsity competition. And they're in the pool. You would think Madison Carlton would be one of the early leaders. We'll see where this goes. Parton might have the early lead right now as they come off that first turn. I would say Parton's in first, Carlton in second, and it's pretty close for third, but I would say that's probably Steinkamp from Fort Dodge, but they're all pretty close right now. Parton first, Carlton second, Steinkamp third, Katie Brown in fourth, Dana Cleveland in fifth in this race. So we go down to the other end. Josie Parton holding her lead. Parton with a slight edge over Carlton. And Steinkamp in third. Carlton's coming on, though. It's going to be a close finish. I'd say Parton's got her by a little bit, and she does with a time of 29:02 on that second split. So Parton first, Carlton second, and Steinkamp of Fort Dodge in third. Katie Brown comes in fourth from Ankeny. Winning time 56.50. They will swim to the other end, and then we're going to have one heat of a 500. What we're going to have is it's mainly a varsity race. We have one junior varsity swimmer who will swim alongside them. In lane 2, that will be Dylan Sadoff of Fort Dodge. Then in the varsity portion of the race, in lane 3 will be Claire Kenzel of Fort Dodge. McKenna Kammerer of Fort Dodge will be in lane 4. In lane 5 will be Sydney Medeski. In lane 6, Sydney Mast. And in lane 7 will be Dara Cleveland.
Lane 4, McKenna Cameron, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Sydney Medeski, Ankeny. Lane 6, Sydney Mast, Ankeny. Lane 7, Dara Cleveland, Ankeny.
So Sadoff in lane 2, Kenzel in lane 3, Kammerer in lane 4, all of Fort Dodge. In lane 5, Medeski. In lane 6, Mast. And in lane 7, Cleveland. Again, this is a 500. You will see the winning time about mid 5-minute mark. So this is all about pacing for some swimmers. And they're in the pool. They'll start off pretty even for a while, and then you'll see a couple of swimmers probably break out.
The girls swimming dive team would like to thank the following
Their teammates on the end have the boards that let them know where they're at, but also to let the official scorers know where they're at. So as we come to the first 50, it'll be Sydney Medeski in the lead. Macon McKenna Kammerer in second place of Fort Dodge. Looks like Dara Cleveland in third. So as they come back, this will be the first 100 of the 500. And Medeski has a nice lead right now. And Kammerer of Fort Dodge not too far behind. Cleveland in third, Mast in fourth. So we're coming up in the 150-yard mark, or the 125-yard mark. And this is a race that'll take a while. Sadoff swimming a junior varsity swim, so she'll be a little behind the varsity swimmers over there in lane 2. If you're not used to swimming the 500, it can take a lot out of you. Medeski maintains her lead. Kammerer in second still. Cleveland in third, Mast in fourth. See if Cleveland or Mast can challenge Kammerer later, but it looks like Medeski with a nice comfortable lead so far. Medeski comes up, 200 yards in the books. Kammerer still in second, Cleveland third, Mast in fourth. And we're nearing the halfway point of the race. Medeski with the lead still, and Kammerer maintaining her second place. Cleveland still in third, Mass still in fourth. This is the 500-yard varsity race, the Ankeny Fort Dodge swim meet. "20 touches to finish a 500. 10 laps. Medeski grows her lead now. So on the far end, when you see 11s, it's 11 touches. You'll see 17, and then 19 will be red, telling the swimmers you're going home. So we see some 13s out there right now as Medeski touches first. Kammerer is still in second. Cleveland and Mast, with Sadoff swimming her junior varsity portion of the race. For Ankeny, after tonight, they will be Saturday at Iowa City at the Mercer Park Aquatic Center for an invitational. And the next Tuesday night, we'll be right back here at Trail Point as Ankeny will be hosting Marshalltown. Ankeny has 4 swim meets scheduled for home, although one of them is in jeopardy because it's against Ames, and right now because of COVID restrictions, they do not have athletics going on right now at Ames High School. We'll see if that changes. Ames has a very fine swimming program, and we sure hope that they can be back in the pool by then. So we're getting closer to the finish, and Medeski now sees 17. She's got 3 touches remaining, 1.5 laps. And really nothing has changed between first and fourth. Kammerer in second, Cleveland in third, and Mast in fourth. And there's the horn, awarded to the swimmer that touches first with 50 yards remaining, and that is Medeski. So as you see the camera on the other side, you'll see her red board. It's telling her this is her last touch before she finishes. They tried to speed up at the end to get a good finish. She will finish in under 6 minutes, which is a very good time. So here comes Medeski. Sydney Medeski of Ankeny will win this race when she touches here. So Medeski in lane 5 has finished. Kramer right behind her. Kammerer, excuse me. McKenna Kammerer of Fort Dodge. Hurry up, and she will touch in under 6 minutes. Here comes Dara Cleveland of Ankeny. She's around the 6:10 mark. And now Sydney Mast. Sydney finishes. I would think that the 500, especially this year, would be harder than most years because a lot of swimmers didn't have their normal swims in the off season. That a lot of times they swim more in the off season than they do in the in season with the different clubs. And a lot of that was disrupted this year, and that's going to affect your 500s more than anything else. It's got to be really hard on them. So still in the pool, we have the junior varsity swimmer and Dylan Sadoff of Fort Dodge. I can't see what her board says right now, so I'm not sure. Okay, it's 17, so she's got another 3 touches yet before she finishes. And then we'll have the junior varsity 200-yard freestyle relay. And then we'll have our backstroke events. And then breaststroke, and then the 400-yard freestyle relay to finish up tonight's swimming competition. So here comes Sadoff. She will have 50 yards remaining. I know one thing, I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do 50. I'm not sure I could do 25. Sadoff going down for her final touch. She's getting some encouragement from her head coach, Ashley Beaumont. So they combined the junior varsity and varsity races to save time, which you often can do in 500s. You don't exactly find a lot of volunteers sometimes to swim this event. She gets a round of applause, and that will conclude the swim. They'll swim to the other end. Most of them are going to backstroke it back after a long 500-yard freestyle. So coming up, we have the 200-yard junior varsity freestyle. 3 teams swimming in this. Fort Dodge will be in lane 4. Maddie Pulis in lane 1. Or lane 4, heat 1, and then Maddie Major, Emma Winter, and Hope Miller. And then in lane 5 for Ankeny, it'll be Gracie Block, Audrey Wessels, Erica Block, and Dana Cleveland. And lane 6, Maddie Harris, Claire Brooklander, Lily Garcia, and Abby Stevenson. So Fort Dodge in lane 4, that'll be Pulis. In lane 5 for Ankeny, Gracie Block. In lane 6 for Ankeny, Maddie Harris. 200-yard freestyle. Each swimmer will swim 50. And they're in the pool. Good start for Fort Dodge and Pulis. Now Gracie Block, Maddie Harris. Well, they're all pretty even right now. They come around for the first turn. The 2 Ankeny swimmers have gotten a little bit of a lead, and they're tight between them. Harris in the near lane in lane 6, Block in lane 5, and they dive in, and it looks like Ankeny's B team with the early lead. That's Brooklander now in the pool in lane 6, Audrey Wessels in lane 5, and Maddie Major is in the lane 4 for Fort Dodge. And now the A team for Ankeny has retaken the lead. Wessels in front. So you see the A team, they're expected to win this race. It's all based on times when the coach puts her teams together. Sometimes they'll mix up the teams a little bit too. Now in the water for Ankeny in the middle lane. In lane 5, Erica Block. In lane 6 for Ankeny, Lily Garcia. And in lane 4 for Fort Dodge is Emma Winter. I think I said Garcia earlier. Brooklander swam second for Ankeny in lane 6. My eye fell on the wrong name there a moment ago. So in lane 5, the A team finishing up and jumping in the water now is Dana Cleveland for Ankeny. In lane 6, Abby Stevenson set to go in. Fort Dodge will finish with Hope Miller. She is getting up there to jump in now. So Dana Cleveland in lane 5 for Ankeny will win this competition. She touches. Jumping in for Fort Dodge now is Miller. And coming up in second place in this race is Stevenson for Ankeny. This is the 200-yard freestyle junior varsity race. Stevenson finishes, and now Hope Miller will finish her race for Fort Dodge, and then the varsity race will come up. We'll work on those names here for you in just a second as Miller comes home for Fort Dodge. So let's take a look at that varsity race. Lane 3 for Fort Dodge, Reagan Woolridge, Riley Binder, Maria Elizondo, and Becca Kenville. In lane 4 for Fort Dodge, Eileen Fierk, Grace Hartley, McKenna Kammerer, and Riley Steincap. For Ankeny in lane 5, Rachel Rollo, Caroline Walker, Erica Peters, and Josie Parton. In lane 6 for Ankeny, Mariah Parton, Riley Leffler, Cassidy Jensen, and Eva DeMeo. And in lane 7 for Ankeny, Katie Brown, Rachel Schrader, Sydney Mast, and Derek Cleveland.
Event number 18, the Varsity 200-yard freestyle.
After the 200-yard varsity freestyle, we will have the 100-yard backstroke.
Lane 4, Fort Dodge, Cherokee, Hartley, Hammer, Steinkamp. Lane 5, Ankeny, Rollo, Lockler, Peters, and Barton. Lane 6, Ankeny, Barton, Lockler, Jennison, Mayo. Lane 7, Ankeny, Brown, Schroeder, Max, and Cleveland.
So here we go, the varsity race, 200-yard freestyle. The relay. And they're in the pool. Each swimmer swims 50. And it's pretty even right now. So Fort Dodge might have the early lead, but it is close. So that's Woolridge from Fort Dodge, and they are in first as they come to the second set of swimmers. So in lane 3, it's Binder. In lane 4 for Fort Dodge is Hartley. In lane 5 for Ankeny is Caroline Walker. In lane 6, Riley Leffler. And in lane 7, Rachel Schrader. And it is close. I'd say Ankeny has now retaken the lead in lane 5 with Caroline Walker. It's just a little bit ahead of Grace Hartley of Fort Dodge in lane 4. And they dive in. The third leg, Ankeny now with the lead. In lane 5, that's Erica Peters in the water. She's got the lead. In lane 4, McKenna Kammerer for Fort Dodge. Ankeny has Cassidy Jensen in lane 6. Sydney Maston for Ankeny in lane 7. Up at the top of your screen in lane 3 is Mariah Elizondo. And the final set of swimmers now in the water. Ankeny now with a commanding lead. In lane 5, and that's Josie Parton. It is close for second place Fort Dodge. In lane 4 with a slight lead, Riley Steinkamp. Right behind in lane 6 for Ankeny, Eva DeMeo. So Ankeny will win this race. It's a battle for second. It looks like Fort Dodge will get it. So Parton is done. In lane 4, that's Steinkamp. In lane 6, that's DeMeo. And Ankeny here at the bottom of your screen, Derek Cleveland finishes for Ankeny in lane 7. And at the top of your screen in lane 3, that is Becca Kenville. The winning time for Ankeny, 1 minute 44.64 seconds. And now it is time for the 100-yard backstroke. The junior varsity race has in lane 3, Maddie Pulis. In lane 4, Lillian Shin, both of Fort Dodge. In lane 6, no one in lane 5. In lane 6, Riley Leffler of Ankeny. In lane 7, Gracie Block of Ankeny. And Abby Stevenson in lane 8. This is your backstroke events, and then we'll have breaststroke and then one final set of relays before the conclusion of tonight's swim meet between Ankeny and Fort Dodge. CISN TV will be back here 1 week from tonight as Ankeny takes on Marshalltown.
Next event in the pool, event number 19, junior varsity 100-yard backstroke. Lane 3, Maddie Pullis, Fort Dodge. Lane 4, Lillian Shin, Fort Dodge. Lane 6, Riley Loeffler, Ankeny. Lane 7, Gracie Block, Ankeny. Lane 8, Abby Stevenson, Ankeny.
So they'll get in the water so they can swim their backstroke. Seems like we might be missing a swimmer here. I think Fort Dodge might be missing a swimmer.
Results of the varsity 200-yard freestyle relay.
So in lane 4 is Lillian Shin. I do not see Pulis. So Shin in lane 4, no one in lane 5, Leffler in 6, Block in 7, Stevenson in 8. Early lead to Riley Leffler. This is the halfway point of the 100-yard backstroke. Leffler in first, Gracie Block in second. Split of 33.40. In third is Shin of Fort Dodge. Stevenson right behind her for Ankeny. As we go down to the other end, Leffler in first. She comes around to do her flip. Gracie Block in second. Leffler's had a good race. Or a good meet, I should say. And Leffler will touch in just under 110. Here's Gracie Block with her touch. Lillian Shin coming up next, and then Abby Stevenson. Winning time 109.71 for Leffler. Coming up, the 100-yard varsity backstroke. Isabel Berger in lane 2. Jalen Adams in lane 3. McKenna Kammerer in lane 4. For Ankeny in lane 5. Rachel Rollo. Alexis Henning in lane 6. Abby Brown in lane 7. Annie Walker in lane 8.
Next one in the pool, event number 20, the varsity 100-yard backstroke. Lane 2, Isabel Berger, Fort Dodge. Lane 3, Jalen Adams, Fort Dodge. Lane 4, McKenna Kammerer, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Rachel Rollo, Ankeny. Lane 6, Alexis Henny, Ankeny. Lane 7, Abby Brown, Ankeny. Lane 8, Annie Walker, Ankeny.
So Berger in 2, Adams in 3, Kammerer in 4, Rollo in 5, Henning in 6, Brown in 7, and Annie Walker in 8, which is nearest you on your screen. The 100-yard backstroke. And they're off. Rollo and Henning probably the favorites in this race. Let's see how it ends up. Off the turn, I would say Henning with the early lead. Rollo a close second, but also right there is Abby Brown. Those three are going to battle this out. We're at the halfway mark, Henning with a close lead. Rollo in second, Brown in third, but they're all tight. Annie Walker in fourth. In fifth is Kammerer. Sixth, Adams. Seventh, Berger. As we come home, it's like Henning is now still in first, Rollo in second, Brown in third. I think that's the way it's going to finish. And Henning will win this race. Close second for Rollo, Brown third. And here's Annie Walker. Winning time for Henning, 1 minute, 0.45 seconds. And that is just off a state qualifying time, which is 1 minute, 0.09, so she is close. As Fort Dodge finishes up the race, we're going to move on to the junior varsity breaststroke. And in this race, we will have Hope Miller in lane 3. Bryn Schneider in lane 5. Nora Clockengay in lane 6. Rachel Schrader in lane 7. And Audrey Wessels in lane 8. This will be the junior varsity breaststroke. Although right now I do not see Hope Miller. See if she gets up there in time.
Number 21, junior varsity 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 3, Hope Miller, Fort Dodge. Lane 5, Bryn Schneider, Ankeny. Lane 6, Nora Kagenga, Ankeny. Lane 7, Rachel Schroeder, Ankeny. Lane 8, Audrey Wessels, Ankeny.
Miller has arrived, so Miller in lane 3, Schneider in 4, Clockengay, or Schneider in 5, Clockengay in 6, Schrader in 7, Wessels in 8. And they're in the water. Pretty tight right now between Clockengay, Schrader, and Schneider, it looks like. Well, they're still all really neck and neck. We're nearing the halfway point of the 100 breaststroke. And Clockengay will have a slight lead. And right behind is Wessels, Schrader, and Schneider. I would see here, Schrader in second. Schneider in third. And the final touch before they come home. Clockengay still with a slight lead. This is going to be close. Schneider right behind her in the far lane 5, Schrader in lane 7. And it will be Clockengay winning the race. Schneider in second, Schrader in third, Wessels fourth, and Miller coming up in fifth for Fort Dodge. Winning time 1:22.68. Varsity race to follow. Eileen Fierk in lane 4 for Fort Dodge. For Ankeny, Morgan Waite in lane 5. Katie Brown in lane 6. Megan Meyer in 7. And Anya Peck in lane 8. One of the things you'll see with these programs is more swimmers for Ankeny, and it's just showing larger school system. 3 high schools feeding into a program where Fort Dodge has 1. And so that's where they're just at a disadvantage. Sheer numbers sometimes mean something in some of these swim meets. And that's no fault of Fort Dodge. It's just the situation. There is no, 3 and 4 class system in swimming as you might see in football or basketball and where you have multiple classes. So Fierk in 4, Waite in 5, Brown in 6, Meyer in 7, Peck in 8. And they're in the water. Let's see how this breaststroke event comes out. Say Fort Dodge might have the early lead. Fierk up there at the top of your screen, but it's close. All 5 swimmers right with each other. Now I'm not so sure. Maybe Anya Peck in lane 8 in the bottom of your screen may have the lead. It is close to 2 outside lanes. They're virtually tied. Peck touched first. Fierk in second. And that's the race right now. The other 3 swimmers are just neck and neck. Anya Peck in lane 8. As they come home, Peck with a slight lead over Fierk from Fort Dodge. I think. But it is close. It is very close. It might be Fort Dodge coming from behind. Let's see. No, Peck in first for Ankeny. Fierk in second for Fort Dodge. And one of the more competitive races of the night. Megan Meyer comes in third. Katie Brown fourth. And Morgan Waite fifth. All times pretty competitive. And so we have 2 races left, folks. And they're both relays. The 400-yard freestyle. Each swimmer will swim 100. The junior varsity race first. Fort Dodge will be in lane 4. Dylan Sadoff, Tristan Doster, Maddie Major, and Emma Winter. In lane 5 for Ankeny, Cassidy Jensen, Rachel Schrader, Derek Cleveland, and Clara Jones. In lane 6 for Ankeny, Sydney Medeski, Dana Cleveland, Nora Clockengay, and Bern Schneider. And in lane 7 for Ankeny, Riley Leffler, Sydney Mast, Maddie Harris, and Gracie Block. Ankeny honored their seniors earlier tonight. The seniors will come away with a victory here tonight against Fort Dodge. Afterwards, the team's going to have a socially distanced outdoor event without lights. It's going to be interesting. We're meeting in a park with some sandwiches and some temporary lighting. Usually teams will meet with potlucks inside, but not this year. Here we go, the 400-yard freestyle junior varsity race. So each swimmer again with 100 yards. So this race will take a few minutes. Swimmers in the pool. Ankeny with the early lead. All three swimmers pretty much neck and neck. Really can't tell if anyone has the lead. I'd say it might be lane 6 with Sydney Medeski, but it's close. Again, they will go down again before the next swimmer jumps in. But Medeski with the lead so far. And it is close for second. That's Riley Leffler in lane 7. Cassidy Jensen up in lane 5. And for Fort Dodge, Dylan Sadoff as she touches. Looks like lane 7 and Leffler may now have the lead. Yes, Leffler has overtaken Medeski. So Leffler in lane 7. Medeski in 6th and second place. In third place, Cassidy Jensen of Ankeny. Jumping in now in lane 7 is Sydney Mast. In lane 6, Dana Cleveland. In lane 5, Rachel Schrader. This is your junior varsity 400. These are the second set of swimmers. Sadoff in the pool for Fort Dodge. Right now, the Ankeny C team with the lead. But it's too close to call in a 400. So coming home, Sydney Mast in lane 7. Dana Cleveland in lane 6. Rachel Schrader in lane 5. And in the pool now in lane 7, Maddie Harris in lane 6. Nora Clockingay in lane 5. Derek Cleveland. For Fort Dodge, the second swimmer, Tristan Doster, now in the pool. So Ankeny C in the lead. Ankeny B in second. Ankeny A in first. Or excuse me, I got that backwards. Ankeny C in first. Ankeny B in second. Ankeny A in third. But they're tightening up. I think Coach has put some pretty competitive racers in there right now. The third swimmer's jumping in. In lane 7, that is Maddie Harris. In lane 6, Nora Clockingay. In lane 5, Derek Cleveland. And they're all neck and neck. At this point, calling who's leading, I'm not sure even matters. As the third swimmer is nearing the halfway point. And now the A team may have a slight lead, as you would expect at some point in this race. And that is Derek Cleveland swimming it there. Coming in for Fort Dodge is Tristan Doster. Jumping in now for them is Maddie Major. For Ankeny, in lane 5, Rachel Schrader, and she has a little bit of a lead. In lane 7, in second place, Maddie Harris. Nora Clockingay is in lane 6, in third place. And the final set of swimmers for Ankeny are jumping in now in this 400-yard freestyle junior varsity race. In lane 5 at the top of your screen, that is Clara Jones. In lane 6, Bern Schneider. In lane 7, Gracie Block. Fort Dodge swimming up there in lane 4. And that is Maddie Major in the pool right now. She has one more lap to go. So finishing this race for Ankeny, it'll be the A team in lane 5 with the win. And that is Clara Jones finishing. A very close second for Bern Schneider in lane 6. In lane 7, Gracie Block. One more lap for them. And actually, I think in that turn, it looks like the B team has taken the lead. I think Schneider has taken the lead in that B team. This is going to be a close finish. She had a good turn there, and I think she has a slight lead. I'm sitting on an angle. It's a little hard to tell, but yes, in lane 6, the B team, Bern Schneider will win this junior varsity race. Right behind her is Clara Jones, finishing third, Gracie Block in that 7th hole. And now jumping in for Fort Dodge is Emma Winter, and she will have 100 to finish this junior varsity race. So Winter now in the pool. And then we'll have the final race of the night, and that'll be the varsity 400-yard freestyle, and then this swim meet will be over. Our first, Emma Winter in the pool for Fort Dodge. Ankeny will be swimming Saturday at an invitational in Iowa City. And then Tuesday back here at the Trail Point Aquatic Center to take on Marshalltown. You can see that, hear it here on CISN TV. Next Tuesday night at 5:30. She's halfway through her swim. Emma Winter in the water for Fort Dodge, finishing up this junior varsity race. In the varsity heat coming up, let's get you those names. In lane 3 for Fort Dodge, Maddie Pulis, Isabel Berger, Riley Binder, and Lillian Shin. In lane 4 for Fort Dodge, McKenna Kammerer, Jalen Adams, Becca Kenville, and Rachel Moody. In lane 5 for Ankeny, their A team will be Rachel Rollo, Abby Brown, Alexis Henning, and Anya Peck. In lane 6 for Ankeny, Jordan Sue, Annie Walker, Morgan Waite, and Megan Meyer. And in lane 7 for Ankeny, Josie Parton, Madison Carlton, Mariah Parton, and Erica Peters. So the Parton sisters swimming together in lane 7 as the junior varsity race finishes, with Emma Winter finishing for Fort Dodge and getting a round of applause. They will now swim back to the other end and exit the pool, and we will conclude this swim meet tonight. The winning time, 4:17.49. Varsity swimmers to finish. We'll let the PA announcer announce them. And here we go. The final race of the night, the 400-yard freestyle varsity race. Pulis up in lane 3, Kammerer in lane 4, Rollo in 5, Jordan Sue in 6, Josie Parton in lane 7. At the bottom of your screen, and they're in the water. So 400 yards, 100 for each swimmer. Rollo will take the early lead. It's like lane 7 with Parton in second. Pretty close though. Rollo's half done with her race. Rollo in lane 5 in first. Parton in lane 7 in second. In lane 6 and third is Jordan Sue. And fourth place is McKenna Kammerer up in lane 4. Maddie Pulis in the water in lane 3 in fifth place. As we come around for the first swimmer finishing, that will be Rollo. Jumping in behind her is Abby Brown. So Abby in the water. Right behind in lane 7 is Madison Carlton. That's going to be a battle. In lane 6, Annie Walker is joined in the pool. Now Fort Dodge sends in Jalen Adams. Isabel Berger will jump in here in a moment for Fort Dodge. But the battle right now is between the A and the C teams for Ankeny. In lane 5, that is Brown, Abby Brown, and in lane 7, Madison Carlton. Madison has now taken the lead at the bottom of your screen. Annie Walker in the middle there in third. Jalen Adams for Fort Dodge in fourth. And in the pool, Isabel Berger up there in lane 3. So Carlton now finishing up her leg of this race. She will have the lead for Ankeny's C team. Jumping in will be Mariah Parton. Mariah Parton first in the water, the third set of swimmers. Now up in lane 5, Anya Peck. In lane 6, we have Morgan Waite jumping in. the third swimmer of this four-swimmer relay. Up there for Fort Dodge in lane 4. Jumping in now is Becca Kenville. CT maintaining their lead on their first touch. The bottom of your screen, Mariah Parton. In lane 5, Alexis Henning. Lane 6, Morgan Waite. And they come back, and it is close. The A team may have a slight lead now. And jumping in lane 5 with a slight lead is Anya Peck. In lane 7, that's Erica Peters. Those two will battle. In lane 6, jumping in is Megan Meyer. Up there in lane 4, Rachel Moody will be jumping in for Fort Dodge. And it is quite the battle right now. In the 7th lane, Erica Peters. In the 5th lane, Anya Peck. Peters maintaining her lead. Moody now in the water for Fort Dodge. Lillian Shin getting set to jump in. And right now it is Peters with the Ankeny C team with the lead. And she's going to bring home first place, it looks like. Peters in first in lane 5, Anya Peck. This is the finish of the race right here. So Peters, when she touches in lane 7, will win this race. Peters in first in lane 7. The A team in second in lane 5 with Anya Peck. Coming in third will be Ankeny's B team. That's Megan Meyer in the water right now. Winning time, 3 minutes, 54.67. Finishing in 4th place for Fort Dodge, Rachel Moody is touched. And now Lillian Shin. Oh, we got another, I'm sorry, Lillian Shin just touched. And now finishing will be Rachel Moody. So Moody is now done. Shin will touch one last time and come back, and this event and this swim meet will be over. Current score, Ankeny up 122-45. They'll add in these scores. I don't think they've been added in yet. You see that in the top right of the scoreboard right now. And some of that was just sheer numbers tonight. More swimmers swimming for Ankeny, building up more points. Plus they had diving. Fort Dodge does not have diving, and Ankeny gets more points there as well. So the swim meet is over. Ankeny will win this event and head to Iowa City on Saturday, and we'll be back here next Tuesday night for the meet against Marshalltown. So that will conclude tonight's meet. We're glad you joined us on CISN TV. I'm glad CISN TV is doing this year for all of the different athletic events throughout the metro. It is a big help because so many fans cannot attend these athletic events because of COVID-19. Gives us all a chance to watch. I'm at home on Friday nights watching football and really enjoying it as well. So Ankeny will win this meet, and we will wrap up our broadcast. Looks like the final score, 144-45. So that'll do it. Thank you for listening. We'll be back in 1 week for the next Ankeny meet against Marshalltown, the next home meet. Until then, I'm David Clockingay. So long, folks.